Wagner. My husband Bob and I are going to be your hosts tonight, and we're going to take you through what we believe is by far one of the best opportunities out there to date. And so this is a business we actually got involved with. We've been in this industry now for about 27 years. Got involved because my husband had a business in which he did not get the receivables. And you know, when you don't get the receivables, you can't go ahead and pay others. And so we needed to find something that was going to hold us over at that point. And luckily we were introduced to this industry. And this is an industry really that has just changed so much. The other thing that was going on at that time, and maybe you can relate to this, is, I was also working. We were both working full time. We were both living on both our salaries. We had just bought a really nice house. It was our first brand new house and had 2 car payments, and we had just had our second baby. And when we had that second baby, I realized I really wanted to stay home. I wanted to stay home and raise my kids. So we had a lot of stuff going on. And this is an industry that really answered all of those problems that we were having at that point. We were with that first company for 25 years, top money earner there. We had sales volume of over 200 million in volume that we had done there. Tons and tons of trips that we won. Just so much went on for us. Totally life changing. And then after 25 years, we got a call one day. Very, very short call, and maybe you can relate to this if you've had a job, because they say the average person now has 5 different careers in their lifetime. But after 25 years, we got a call saying that they were closing the company. No notice. They gave us that call around 10 o'clock in the morning, and about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, that company closed. An email went out to all of our distributors, and that was the end of that. But this was an industry we were taught well. We knew how to build it. And then we had a really great thing happen to us. And that's what really brings us today to this company, LifeVantage. What went on here is we had a gentleman who actually was a consultant for our previous company. He's actually one of the vice presidents of LifeVantage now. And he actually called us up and he let us know all about LifeVantage. And what a great 2 years. It's been 2 years now with LifeVantage. And again, we've had trips. We won a Jeep, which is an absolutely beautiful Jeep, got the title and all. And so much has gone on for us. But this is the opportunity I want to share with you tonight, because this is an industry that has changed so much. So if you'll bear with me for a minute, I'm going to go ahead and just add some slides here. Okay, all right. If anyone's out there, and then go ahead and just mute their screen. I can hear you. But anyway, so this is LifeVantage that I do want to go ahead and talk to you tonight. But this is an industry that has changed tremendously. In the old days, we were doing home meetings and meetings in offices. We worked out of offices. Today, business has changed. And you know that from Uber. They don't actually own any vehicles. You know that from Airbnb. They don't own any, hotels or houses or anything. Amazon, look at the delivery on Amazon. So the way that we do business and the way we expect to do business and the way that we want to do business has greatly changed in all these years. And so what we really are is considered social selling at this point, because so much of our interaction now can be simply through a text. But isn't that politically correct these days? Rather than pick up the phone, very rarely does the phone ring these days. So people are used to doing things through text. They're used to doing it through, instant message. So that's the way that our company is being built. And we're super excited about it. This is a global company, and we'll go into that in a little while. But, you look at this industry size, nutrigenomics, if you're not familiar with this term, the term biohacking, are really changing the way that we take care of our health. There are things that we can do, particularly I'm going to talk about some products in a minute, that we can add to our daily routine so that we can not only stay healthier, live longer, have better quality of life. And so that is creating, by the year 2023, a $17 billion market there, because who doesn't want those benefits? Who doesn't want the benefits of having quality of life? You know, a lot of times you'll ask somebody how long that they care to live, and they're like, well, maybe 80, 85, maybe 90, but they don't want to live too long because they have this picture of poor health the later someone or the longer someone lives. And that isn't necessarily true. Thanks to this nutrigenomics terminology here that we're using, that we're going to talk more about. This is the first product. This is our flagship product. My husband's going to tell you how this product came to market, but I can tell you to date, this product has not been duplicated. It is exclusive to us. And what it is doing is it is actually reducing oxidative stress by 40% in the first 30 days. So what is oxidative stress? Oxidative stress is created by the way that we breathe, if we exercise, when we eat. That is all oxidative stress, and that is directly related to our aging process and any disease states that we may get. So, you know, that's oxidative stress. It's inevitable, but if we can control this oxidative stress, we can control aging, and we can also control any kind of disease states. And you can see supports the natural cellular repair and rejuvenation process. So, you know, it actually increased male mice lifespan by 7%. So this is a very exciting product. Only has 5 plant-based ingredients, but Bobby will tell you more about that story in a little while. But you know, these 5 plant-based ingredients used together, and they're things that you probably, you know I was familiar with most of them. You're probably maybe using 1 or 2 if you're even interested in this sort of thing, but green tea is pretty common. People are familiar with that. Turmeric is, I would say, the next common one. Ashwagandha, milk thistle, those are things that are common to people. And you may try to use 1 or 2 or 3 of them here or there, but used all 5 of them together, we get 1,800% better results. And you can't duplicate that. So that's why I said very exclusive product to us. And therefore, we have all these large medical universities just wanting to do studies on their dime, because this is so fascinating. This is so interesting. And like I said, it's so unique at this point. And we have over 26 peer-reviewed studies to date on PubMed, which again is not a place where you see nutritional products. We've gotten a lot of media coverage from a lot of different places at this point. More importantly, this very unique, this very special product is patented not only here in the United States, but in many foreign countries as well. So people can't actually go ahead. A lot of large pharmaceutical companies would love to get their hands on a product like this because it is so results oriented. In addition to that, we have another great product added to the Protandim family line. It's called NRF1. And what this is doing, very simply, again with 5 plant-based ingredients, it's giving you energy at a cellular level. Unlike a coffee, unlike a tea or something like that, it's just giving you energy at a cellular level so that your body can more readily repair itself. And so it's boosting mitochondria, which we very easily damage just through the environment and stress that we're under and things that we ingest. So again, we're going to increase the ATP, the energy at those cells, so our body can just repair itself more effectively. And then the third product in this line is called our Protandim NAD Synergizer. Can't say enough about this product. Wow, great product. The minute you take it, you are absolutely going to be in love with it. You're going to feel the results. Again, plant-based ingredients, but it does so much. It affects everybody a little bit different. For you, you may have extra energy. You may find you're sleeping better. You may find your sex life is better. You may find your mood is better. You might find your memory is better. It seems to me to be the missing ingredient in whatever you seem to be lacking. And so this is a very, very powerful product for us. Absolutely love it. But we put the 3 of those together. And look at these studies. And this product for us is in the process of being patented. All 3 of our Protandim products together give you over 2,100% better results when used together. So a lot of times people say, should I use NRF1 or do I start with NRF2? We say start with all 3 so that you can actually maximize the results and just feel like we all do. Just turn back that clock and feel great again. You can see we also have a very strong weight loss line, very results oriented. Lots of studies out there, you know, on the reduction of inches around the middle, around the waist, around the hips. Also has that NRF2 ingredient in it again. So makes this line very different than any other weight loss line out there. smart energy. Who doesn't want better focus, more brain energy, just to be able to think and focus and get through whatever we need to be doing, whether it be book work or school work, or, you know, if you're playing a sport, you always want that edge. This is an amazing product line. Again, has that NRF2 in it. We have 5 different not formulations, but flavors there. 2 do not have caffeine. The other 3 have caffeine. But it is just such a great product to help you focus and be the best that you can be. I love this skincare line. Again, it has the NRF2 on it. It's on the Think Dirty app. So if you're concerned with ingredients in your skincare line, and you really should be, the more you know. But this, as you can see by the pictures at the bottom, is so results oriented. The longer somebody's using this product, amazing results that we get with this. 4 different formulations. Again, has that NRF2 activation in it. So working different than any other skincare line out there. We're taking it on the inside, so we want it on the outside. And then think about our hair too. You know, hair is kind of that thing that, particularly for us ladies, the better it looks, it's kind of equated to youthfulness. And we've got a product line that's been very results oriented. It has that NRF2 activation in it. So, you know, if you've got any type of problem hair, you can get some great results with this. Reduces breakage for me with long hair. That's very, very important. But, you know, it just helps it feel thicker. It's on that Think Dirty app again, so it doesn't have any of the harmful contaminants in it that we don't want in our hair care line. So such a powerful, powerful line, but we don't want to forget our pets. We all love our pets. This is a big industry when you think about it. People spend more money on their animals than they will, but I can tell you, this is a product line, and I've heard time and time again, when they introduce this tablet to their cat or dog or whatever, their animal feels so much better, because that oxidative stress, they feel 7 times greater than we do. And you know that they pant more, they live less than us. It's that, you know, 7 years to the 1 year. But this is a very, very results oriented for your pets. And when you see how it works on them, you're definitely going to want to make sure that you don't miss a day. You know, one of the benefits that has been really exciting to my husband and I is we get the privilege of working together. And so we happen to like one another. We went to school together, so we actually enjoy being together. Doesn't mean you have to work with your spouse, but it has really allowed us to work wherever we want, whenever we want, and really with who we want. And that has just been tremendous for us as far as achieving that time freedom and that financial freedom. And that's exactly what my husband's going to talk about. So listen closely. He's really good at this, and he's going to get you super excited about the opportunity.
Hey everybody, how you doing? You know, it's funny. I'm sitting in the other room and listening to April share the products with you, and you know, it always makes me want to use the products more. Okay, so you know, one of the first things before I get into the business part of it is, you know, the company has put together packages. We have free shipping now. We're following Amazon and some other companies out there. But when you order a package, like a bundle, you know, like the Tri-Synergizer or the Vitality Stack, there's a significant savings if you go on a monthly subscription with that. So it's something to keep in mind. But, you know, there's all kinds of options when it comes to getting started on the products. And I'm going to go into the business part of this with you now. But one of the things that's very important is that you at least get on the products. Whether you're interested in the business or not, you know, at least get on the products. So anyway, let me go and get started with that. And, you know, it's really interesting. You know, I was listening to April tell you a little bit about how we were introduced to LifeVantage, and I'll go more into that in a second. But you know, LifeVantage tried selling the Protandim product, the NRF2, it was just one product, on store shelves. You know, they actually tried to sell it on store shelves, and it didn't work because the science was so advanced. Nobody had ever heard about activating. You know, people had heard about supplementing, but they'd never heard about activating. And it just wasn't working. And it wasn't until ABC Primetime and we've all seen it. They have their investigative report. You know, if you look on the screen, John Kahunas he's still with ABC. You see him on the screen there. But when they're doing an investigative report, they're generally doing it to try and catch you doing something wrong. They're not generally doing it on a good story, you know. And what ended up happening is John Kahunas, right there on the screen, did a blood test to prove that the Protandim NRF2, like, it was a hoax, it didn't work. And do you know, it didn't even take a month. John went back, had his blood retested just 2 weeks later, and his oxidative stress had dropped 45%. Amazing, isn't it? Anyway, that began to launch the product. And, you know, they ended up, you know, ABC Primetime ended up becoming our commercial. And we used it and show it everywhere. And if you haven't seen it, just ask the person who you know, shared this with you, and they'll send you the link to it. But regardless, the science was so new that the retail model wasn't working in the GNC stores and stuff. So we switched to a direct sales model, a direct marketing in 2009. So we're 10 years old. We are publicly traded on the NASDAQ. A matter of fact, we rang the bell the other day, the closing bell on the NASDAQ. You know, the symbol is LFVN. And it's just been an amazing company. Now, what April didn't mention is, you know, we had spent 25 years as leaders and top earners in a supplement company that's now closed. But when it did close, before we chose LifeVantage, we had the option of going to a number of other companies. We were free agents. And everything that she talked about with the products and the science, we had no competition with this company. The products are patented. You know, it's new science. There's just no competition. So that was a big plus for us. But some of the other pluses I'm going to share with you now came on the business side of things. Like, we're a global company. See, we are at the forefront of biohacking and nutrigenomics. We're not just a marketing company. We're the leaders in the science and in the industry of biohacking and nutrigenomics. And we're currently open in 16 markets, 19 different countries, and product is available in 5 more countries. So we have a goal as a company to go into over 100 countries over the next 5 years. But our main business, half of our business is in the United States, but we are going to expand all over the world, and that's already begun. Now, what's great about it, and April mentioned Uber, she mentioned Facebook, she mentioned Amazon and Airbnb. Well, you know, part of that means you got to have a pretty cool website, you know, an easy to navigate website. And we call it a replicated website. We all get a website that's identical to the corporate site, and it's free. There's no monthly charge to have it, to use it. There's no merchant account fees or anything like that. So we get a great website, that we can share with all our customers, all our distributors. We have a very easy online shopping experience or shopping portal, easy checkout. We just added, as you can see on the screen, free shipping. That began in 2020, January of 2020. But here's what should excite you. We're a baby of a company. We're right here where this purple star is. And, you know, we're already on the stock exchange. We're already doing $250 million a year, in sales. But we just came off our best quarter ever. It was just announced the other day, and our best year ever. But we're just getting started. The majority of the growth has not happened yet in this company. We're going to be a multi-billion-dollar company, and we're only at $250 million a year, give or take now. So you have a chance to get in front of, We all would have jumped on Uber and Facebook and Amazon and Airbnb if we knew the results now and had a chance to invest in it back when, But you know what? It's real easy to be a Monday morning quarterback after the facts, Okay, so here we got a chance to get involved and do something before it happens. Okay, so I highly encourage you to get back to the person who told you about this and take advantage of the timing of what's going on right now in this industry and with this company. Getting involved is simple. Okay, you know, there's packages. There's a $350 package, a $650 package, a $1,250 package. But let me tell you, there's no monthly fees. Okay, this is a one-time startup. Okay, whether it's $350, $650, or $1,250. Well, the best deal is $1,250. I mean, if you look, you get $1,925 worth of merchandise. Okay, at a $725 savings for that $1,250. Okay, so you know that's part of it. But what comes with it? What are the assets? An amazing corporate team. Okay, quality control that's off the charts, free shipping, customer service, website and IT, advertising and marketing. This company does an amazing job with advertising and marketing. Okay, in-house legal, accounting. I mean, they put on events and promotions. All of it comes with it. Okay, so this is a one-time fee. You get inventory, you get your website, you get your back office, training, everything comes with it. It's a one-time thing. It's tremendous, tremendous value and very easy to get involved. Now, I'm not going to go through all the details, but there's actually 8 different bonuses of how we get paid. Okay, I'll give you the big one that, you know, a couple things that led me in April to do this. Okay, we have a 40% commission that we earn on our first orders. So if I get a new distributor involved or I get a new customer enrolled on a monthly subscription, I get a 40% commission on that, and I get it next week. Right now it's paid weekly. After the first quarter of this year, it's going to be paid daily. Okay, so that's a big one. Okay, we have a matching check bonus where you'll get a 10% commission of a person that you've sponsored. You 10% commission or bonus on their check, so it encourages you to work with them. Okay, we have a car program, and it's not like some of the other car programs out there. Ours, when you qualify, it's a Jeep, okay, one of the coolest vehicles on the road now. And when you qualify for the Jeep, you get the Jeep. In other words, you get the title. You don't get a monthly payment. It's your car, okay? Lock, stock, and barrel. You own it. It's yours. And it took us 12 months, and we had ours, okay? But here is what got us very excited, okay? It was the revenue sharing, the 4% global revenue sharing. The company takes 4% of global sales, not profits, sales, okay? So that's the gross number, gross sales, 4%. So right now that would be $10 million of the $250 million we do, and they share that among the elite distributors. It's broken into 4 bonus pools: the Elite Pro 7s, the Elite Pro 8s, Pro 9s, and Pro 10s, and they share in that. So what April and I really loved about it is that even though we may not have been to the 16 countries that we're in, we're getting paid on every country once we became elite distributors. And in 2 years, we became Elite Pro 8s in the business. And I'll show you what that is in a second, okay? This is one thing that's really great about this as compared to like the other company I was with. You know, it was kind of like when we were sharing something with you, we were always truthful, but we didn't have an earnings statement that was put out because we were a publicly traded company where, you know, it was all verified by accountants and, you know, Federal Trade Commission and the stock exchange and all of that. So this is actually our earnings statement, and it shows you the average earnings per month of the people at the different ranks. See, our ranks are right here, our paid ranks, Pro 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So right here, we hit Pro 8, okay? The average earnings is $24,700 a month on that, about $300,000 a year. What do you think? 2 years in, okay? Now, that's not everybody. Granted, we had some experience, but who do you know that could use an extra $600 a month, $1,400 a month, $3,000 a month, $6,000 a month, $12,000 a month? Those are numbers that hundreds and thousands of people earn, okay? And that's how we set your goals and put a business plan together, folks. We look at what number you want to earn monthly, and we work backwards and help you put a business plan together so you can meet that need, okay? Now, you know, there's a saying out there, never depend on a single income, make an investment of time and effort to create a second source of income. Now, I heard April talking to you a little bit before about, you know, sharing how my art and picture frame business went bankrupt, and we needed to replace that income. We had 2 salaries and we needed the 2 salaries. Well, that's how we got into this industry to begin with. But we never expected 25 years later that the company we were with would just close, okay? But here's what I want to share with you. LifeVantage is the best opportunity, not only in America, but in the world, okay? And you'd be hard pressed to find anything that had a more of an up, you know, high end opportunity, more of an up, you know, low investment, high ceiling business than LifeVantage, okay? If you're teachable and you have a desire to do something, okay, you can do it. But Harvard Business School, some of the largest, best, most well-known business schools are sharing now that even college-educated people, they're only going to get about 5 years out of their degree, and they're going to need to reinvent themselves. And the business world is advising people to have multiple streams of income. Now they're calling it a gig economy. People are doing different gigs, okay? They do things on the side, but a lot of people side things out earn their main thing. So whatever your situation is, it doesn't matter, okay? Get another source of income started, and you may find after a few months or a year that you like it better than your main source of income, and you may want to do what we did. See, we just kept going. We got involved originally to replace a $90,000 salary that I lost, okay? But because we said yes and were teachable and had a desire to build it, we ended up earning, well, our team did over 200 million in sales. We ended up earning over $15 million with that first company. And we've already gone over 4 million in sales and have earned multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars in just 24 months here. So, you know, my advice is get to the person that told you about this, whether you're just looking to supplement income, maybe replace income so you can stay home with the kids, or get dad in the house where mom and dad can just work together, whatever it is. Get with the person who told you about this and get yourself enrolled. Tell them I'm ready to get started. I want my LifeVantage ID number and website, and let's get started. And hopefully we'll meet you in person real soon. Have a great day, everybody, and thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.